All right, guys, we're back at the Leak Code. Today we're going to be solving valid parentheses. So in this question, we're given a string S consisting of some open brackets and closed brackets. Bunch of brackets, basically. Okay, and the input string is valid only if every open bracket is closed by the same type of closed bracket. So for example, if we're given something like an open bracket like this, it has to be matched with the closed bracket. Right, okay, I get it. So I think there's many brackets. I think there's one, two, there's three types of brackets. Let's go check them out. It's these three. Okay, so every single open bracket has to be met with a closed one. Okay. Okay, open brackets are closed in the correct order. Okay, so I'm thinking that what that means is that so like if this is opened and this is like closed between it, kind of like in this fashion. You see this right here? Can I zoom in? Let me see. Okay, I guess I can't zoom in, but kind of in this fashion, I guess you can't. This is not valid. You can put a comment. This is not valid. Just because like these are ma not matching, so this is an open one, but it has another open one before it even closed, right? Every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. Okay, let's go look at these use cases. So this one kind of has an open bracket. Open, open, open. So this is true. See if there's a false example. Yeah, see, you see how this one has an open and this has a close? Because they're intercepted, it's intercepted by this random bracket right here, then we could return false. Okay, I do know that this question uses a stack, and we're gonna have to define something. Let's just call it a dictionary bracket. I would say this is equal to, we could kind of map it, I guess. Okay, let's go ahead and map this. We could say that for, let's see. Hold on, let me make the stack first. So I'd say stack is equal to this. Okay, so now we just go through the string for bracket and string. Um, say, okay, so if we see this, okay, so let's see this. Our use case is this. So let's say we're at this current bracket. What do you want to do? You want to make a condition. If it's an opening bracket, then go ahead and append it. Right. Okay. And if this is another opening bracket, and then append it. But this is a closing bracket. Okay. Okay. So if it's an opening bracket, if opening bracket, let's make a set. I want to make a set called open. It's equal to set of just saying like this is an open bracket, right? Are these strings? Yeah, these are strings. So let's say this is an open bracket. This is also an opening bracket. Kind of hard to read. I'll put spaces. The last opening bracket would probably be this one. Should I do it like in between quotes? Okay, if bracket and open bracket, then return not then stack dot add or stack dot append. We append the bracket. Okay. And if it's not, then we could assume that it's a closing bracket, right? Okay. So what happens when we do see a closed bracket? See, for example, if you see something like this as a closed bracket, we assume that yeah, okay, we could do that. Yeah. If we see a closing bracket, we could assume that the the last element that we appended to the stack has to be its matching opening bracket, if that makes sense, right? So, for example, if here, I'll write an example right here. So, if we are given something like just a closing bracket, right? We should expect this. We should expect this to be on top of the stack. Else, it is false. We can return false, right? So let's see. If bracket not in open, if it's not in the open bracket, we could assume it's a closing bracket, right? Yeah, we can. Then we could say stack. We could kind of, this is where we match it. We match every single closing bracket to its opening bracket. So if that bracket is not in there, yeah. So let's go ahead and make this. So let's say the closing bracket is matched. How do you do that? Is equal. How do dictionaries work again? It was kind of like, I think it was like this. No, is it this? Oh, whatever. All right, we'll get the syntax later. Okay, so we're gonna say it's equal to the opening bracket, and that's the first case. And the next one would be if this one was this closing bracket, we could assume that it is actually supposed to be for this opening bracket. And the last case would be if it is, let's see, we got that bracket, that closing bracket. We're missing the square bracket. That's going to be equal to the square opening bracket. And that's the end of the dictionary. Huh. Someone just messaged me. This guy is okay. I was trying to buy a bicycle. Oh, bro said he could sell it for me 150. Huh. Huh. I got distracted. This guy's trying to sell a bike for me. Original was $150. You guys could see this. I don't know if you guys see my face. But he said he could sell it for 130. I don't know if I want his bike. Anyways, okay, let's see that. So with this. Okay, so if bracket's not in bracket, we could expect um we could pop it. We could say popped is equal to stack dot pop. And now we say if popped. I think popped is actually double P, right? Pooped, whatever the hell. Okay, if popped is not it's not equal to stack to dictionary bracket, dictionary bracket, and we put in, let's say, we put in bracket. Yeah. Then we could go ahead and return false. And if we finish the whole entire thing, we could just return true. And I think we went ahead and just solved the whole question. Let me zoom out. Okay. Let's go see if this worked. Oh, whole dictionary bracket should actually be up here. So I'm gonna do Control X. I'll add that right here. Let's go ahead and run it. We got an issue. Set. Set expected at most one argument but got three. Huh. I can't make a set like that. Is my syntax wrong? Hey, whatever, but if my syntax is wrong, I could just say open bracket, add. I could just add this, bro. Just add them one at a time. Guess I could just keep on spamming this, man. Shoot. Guess I could do this. This might solve that problem. I guess I don't know the correct syntax, but that is fine. Okay, let's try running it now. Yup. Guess this. Ooh, nope, 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 nope. We got something wrong. Oh, okay. If stack dot length. No, if length dot stack is equal to 0, then we could return true. Because if you see right here, oops, this use case, right, they only put one bracket, and because they didn't fail, right, because we never gave it a closed one, that's why it gave a false positive, right, but we won't actually false. But you see how this right stack pop is actually removing it from the stack? So if we know that the stack length is 0 after finishing it, that means every single open bracket had a closed bracket with it. So this should work now. And we ran into an error. Okay, let's see. Stack is this. Return true. I guess it didn't return anything. Well, if stack. I guess if not stack, return true. I think this would work, right? No? Huh. I don't know what's going wrong here. If you get this. Oh, oops. Else. Return false. Oops, I forgot to do that. Okay. No? If it's just a closed bracket. Hmm. Okay, if bracket not an open bracket, popped is equal to stack pop. Hey, let's fuck it. I'll just do this. If stack, if popped, not in shit in. Just do this too, man. I guess yeah, I mean, I'll fix that. I feel like, yeah, we're gonna run into some other shit. Popped. Pop from an empty list. If not stack. Stack. Turn or false. Hey, bruh. So many cases. It's pretty messy code. Huh. Damn. I think the open bracket thing might be kind of scuffed. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna call in some help. Damn. Even oh shit. Empty stack check before pop. Hey man, guess this shit should work. Hey man, this is. I guess this works, but it's low key kind of messy. I kind of had the answer ready, but then I put it kind of after this. Well, that's how I solved it. We did it, guys. Let's go. Let's see what they did over here. Stack, right? That's what I thought too. So for each character, so you kind of just have that close to open. Okay. For each character in string. Okay. Else is -1 for. All right, thank you guys for watching. Let's go ahead and catch you later.